Hey folks, welcome back to Tekkit with Trget. So, this isn't really much of an episode I've got planned for today. I've left the server running for a couple of hours and this is what I've pulled out so far. And I'm actually gonna slow that down and quickly scale down on what I'm making for a very simple reason. In that... Whoa. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's definitely not going to work. I need something a bit more substantial than that, so let's get our diamond production back going. And I'll clean all this mess up in a second. If I do that, it actually backfires as well. Oops. Yeah, back to diamonds, and well, I need to screw this up already. Anyway, what I was going to do today is talk about the changes I was going to bring into the game in terms of what I am doing. I'm probably going to swap this over to, you know what, I'll get those in there. I want those quickly fed back in. That's fed out. And I don't want to lose too much energy. So what I'm going to do is I'll condense some bronze. And I've gone completely off track with what I wanted to do here originally. Yeah. And let's get something. Diamonds are... you know what? Diamonds are good enough for what I want to do. So, I'll leave that condensing in there. And what I'm going to do today is quickly build up a huge array of fabricators. So, I have a Mark III there, Mark II there, but I don't have a Mark III energy collector. So, I'm quickly gonna grab myself a Mark III collector and teach that to the system and replace that one, and then where my wooden plank go? Well, that's just... oh. Oh, there we are. Anyway, before I got so horribly distracted, I was going to build another set of these. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. The top one's fine. Okay, it was just that one. Well, that's even better. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a mass of these. So I can build 5 of those and 17 of these. Gives me a complete flower. So I can build another 5 of those and another 17 of these. That gives me 2 flowers and another 5 of those and another 17. So that means I can build 3 of these, and I could probably make another 17. So that leaves me with an absurd amount of energy. So I'll leave that sitting like that for the time being. This is still chugging away, so I'm going to grab it, and I want to, the reason I've done that is that I want to condense the energy condenser, which may sound a little bit insane and probably is. Teach that, and now I've got enough for 4. So right, let's get another 5 of those, and I'm gonna drop that there, drop that one in there, put that back down there, and let's get this back to condensing something nice for us. So I'm gonna put in red matter, and I'll leave that running, and I can put all my stone back in there as well. Because I have so many energy collectors and relays, all I need now are my pumpkins. So can I get down to pumpkin level? Which would be... oh, there we go. So I'm gonna need... I'm actually not gonna need as many as I have, but you know what? It's safer to have some excess, and I still have a ridiculous amount of energy left, and I can pull the rest out. I can't even pull the rest out in a Klein Star. So let's get one more of that, then we're good, and that's processing. So we have the bronze there, and everything's good. So I'm quickly gonna build a red. But what I'm going to do in the future is I'm going to, instead of doing the episodes as I do them at the moment, I'm going to switch to building cool things and showing them to you, and as appropriate showing you how to make those cool things. I think that's a much more fulfilling way to experience Tekkit. So as part of that, I could probably use a stack of building blocks to do this all against, or I could just put these in the ceiling here, which is actually what I think I will do, is that means I can put that there. I will dig out that block, and I get to surround that on 4 sides, and I get to put down this one here, and I get to surround it on these 4 sides with the energy collectors. And if I leave 1, 2 there, and 1 goes there, so that's actually gonna fill up this area pretty quickly. I'll place 1 in there and 1 in there, so that's all nicely distributed now. As you can see, my spacing on the bottom worked out perfectly. Oh, I could actually combine those. No. See, those are 2 on the bottom. And if I'm lazy, I can actually combine this one with that. Now this splits its energy into the ones it sends, so building a second one attached to it isn't quite as efficient as the first one is. But because I have an excess of... well, I'm short on space, I'm going to ignore that for the time being and just build this in. I'll fix this later in the new format that I was talking about. So what I'm going to do is, well, I've more or less said that already, so I'm quickly going to fast forward through the next bit. So as I get to the end of this episode, I'm gonna, well, thank you for watching, because, well, this is relaxing for me to do, and hopefully you find some goal out of this. And hopefully I'll see you back with the new formatting, the new format that I'm gonna adopt for the show. So let's have a look. They're all quickly making me lots of energy. It's all nicely lit up on the ceiling, so I don't have to worry about that. And all this is over here, still functioning away as well. So I'm gonna stick that in there. And I still have plenty of matter left to do the cool things I want to show you in the next episode, which I'm now going to take a more let's build approach to the show, as I was saying earlier, and hopefully you enjoy that, because essentially I don't have to ever mine again if I don't want to. As you can see, I gain a diamond every 8 or so seconds, so any resource I can conceivably just make really, really fast. And that takes the fun out a lot of Minecraft, but now I can build huge and crazy things without having to worry about resources. So I'll see you next time, folks, when I build something really cool. Take care. Bye.